Did you guys hear the news?
You didn't hear the big news? Okay, well, stay tuned so you can find out what is it that's going on right now. If you're running an Etsy shop or thinking about starting an Etsy shop using print-on-demand services, then you've probably heard the big news. Printful and Printify are merging. This industry news could really shake up the print-on-demand world. There's a lot to unpack with that. Printful and Printify are two of the biggest names in POD, or print-on-demand as we call it, and they're setting up to join forces. I'm here to break down everything that we know so far in this video. So let's dive into the details of this exciting merger and honestly what it could mean for Etsy POD and our businesses as a whole, especially if we use Printful or Printify or both. First off, this isn't just a rumor. This isn't something that just people are kind of, whispering about or talking about. It's official. I received an email about it. I was pretty shocked. If you are involved in any type of POD shop or business and you use either one of them, then I'm sure that you've received the email as well. And even though the final details are still kind of being worked out as per what they stated, the deal is expected to close really soon. So what is it that makes this merger potentially huge for our businesses? First is product selection. Printify is known for its vast network of over 85 third-party suppliers, offering a ton of product options. Printful, on the other hand, well, they bring in-house production facilities with amazing quality, including advanced embroidery and knitwear options. It's one of the things that I love most about Printful is that there's not just the printing that they do, they also offer embroidery options. Together, they're promising to offer even more top-tier products for your stores. 2 is global fulfillment. One of the biggest challenges in print-on-demand is fast and reliable shipping. I know that I am constantly stressed out about orders going out on time, making sure that they get to customers faster even than promised, because I want those 5-star reviews. Those 5-star reviews are a major factor of making sure that we have more people coming in to shop, because if I have good reviews, people are going to want to shop with me. And shipping is a huge factor. The majority of the issues that I have or have had in my shop usually have to do with how fast they're going to get to the customer, especially if they need it for a special event. If they can promise even faster shipping times, it would make a world of a difference within our shops. And I think that our customers would be very happy with that. So by combining Printful's production facilities and Printify's supplier network, this merger could mean faster shipping times and better global reach, which is perfect for us Etsy sellers with a worldwide audience. I have seen so many of you connect, especially through Shauna's membership, and I see so many of you from all over the world. So if Etsy shop owners are all over the world, then our customers are also all over the world. So if we can have better options when it comes to shipping, I think that our businesses could just thrive even more than they already potentially do. Another amazing thing that could come about from this merger is improved profit margins. Printful and Printify, through their email, have mentioned a deep commitment to improving merchant profitability. With their combined expertise and resources, we could see reduced cost and better margins, which means, in the end, more money in our pockets. But don't worry, there's no need to get nervous just yet or feel like, okay, what's gonna happen? I use only Printify or I use only Printful. I've never used the other. What is that gonna mean? When are they merging? Is it gonna affect the way I submit and put through my orders? What does that mean? There's no need to worry about it for right now. For right now, they have stated that they will continue to work and function independently, especially while all of this is still going through. So for the time being, they are going to be working independently still. So If you only use Printful, you will continue using Printful as is. And if you use Printify, the same goes for Printify. There will be no disruption to your normal workday when it comes to your Etsy shop and putting through your orders. Now, overall, what does this mean for you, for us Etsy owners, our Etsy shops? Overall, we're gonna have access to more products because both Printful and Printify have so many different options. Merging these together is just gonna give us more options that we can offer in our shop and essentially help us build an even bigger shop than we might have or currently have or where we would want to take our shops. Imagine just being able to sell that much more unique items on Etsy than what you might already sell in your shop. Again, there's custom knitwear, there's embroidery options with Printful. So if you've only ever used Printify, now with this merger, you potentially will be able to have access to that. And if that's something that interests you and you would like to dabble and see what embroidered shirts, hats, there's going to be just so many more options. There's going to be so much availability. I know that for me, when I have seen both Printify, when I've used Printify or Printful, I see the different options, and then there's some things on Printful that I'm like, oh my God, I love that they have this. And then with Printify, it's like, oh wow, they have this, and they also offer more colors in this. That's really cool. So being able to have these together in just one arena, one area, I'm really excited to see what else I can offer in my shop to make my shop just soar. Again, I mentioned it before, but faster shipping for us. I mean, I don't think that anybody would be upset at faster shipping times. I know that my customers would be thrilled at that. It's also going to give us enhanced tools and support. They are promising an effortless platform experience. So managing our stores might become even easier. Plus, they've assured us that customer support will stay as strong as ever with 24/7 merchant assistance. Do you know how amazing that would be to not have specific work hours for customer support? If there's an issue with an order and a customer is, especially now during Q4 where these things do happen and you want to be able to get fast assistance, that would make just a world of a difference to be able to have that option available to us shop owners. Side note, I'm clearly videoing in a different area because I want to highlight my beautiful Christmas decorations. And I have a little partner right here sleeping on the couch, and he has just perked up his ears, and so he's right here, if you could see him. Just wanted to point that out. There's Bully. Hi, Bully. Okay, so of course, with any type of major change that happens, especially something as big as two huge, if not two of the biggest companies in print-on-demand merging, like there's going to be concerns and there's going to be questions. So what are some of those questions that maybe we have, and what are some of those concerns? Will pricing change for the items that we have in our shop? You know, our shipping charge is going to be higher? Are they going to be lower? How will this merger affect my platform with Etsy or Shopify or whatever else that you might use? Is there going to be any updates to the interface or the back-end tools that we use? They're still figuring out the details, so it hasn't officially happened, which is why they're still operating independently. But we don't have all the answers as of right now. They have emphasized that the goal here is to make this transition as seamless and as beneficial as possible to everyone. To that first question on are prices going to increase? Well, neither company has announced any type of pricing adjustments, but there are some industry experts that are speculating that there should be some cost efficiencies from this merger, which might mean competitive pricing, or at least better margins for us. Overall, this merger has the potential to bring huge benefits to us as sellers, with more products, better shipping, improved tools. There's going to be a lot of things available to us that maybe we never even thought would be, especially if we stick to one specific company. So it really is an exciting time in the print-on-demand space, and I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on this because I use these two companies, and this means a lot to me, and I want to make sure that my business continues to grow. So I will keep a close eye on what all of this means. If you have concerns about this merger or you're excited, I would love for you guys to add in the comment section any concerns or any exciting feelings or excitement that you might have about this. Again, we're a community here that we've built, and I want us to share all of these things that come up. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on this merger. Now, if you haven't already, please, I ask that you take the time to boop the like button below, subscribe to our channel so you can follow along with our Etsy journey here at No Friend Left Behind. I am Linnea. If you don't know me and this is the first time you're running into our video, we're a group of Etsy shop owners sharing our journey and building a community. I like to end my videos with something inspirational, and during this time of year, I feel extra positive and giddy, and Christmas is my favorite time of year, so I just love it. And this is a quote that I had read or heard years and years and years ago, and it always stuck with me. And I just recently came across it, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I haven't thought about this quote before. And I think it is so appropriate for our Etsy journeys in life in general, but definitely in building a business and what we're trying to accomplish here. The quote is, "Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." This quote overall is just a reminder that setbacks are a part of life and that we should always continue to move forward. When it comes to comparing that in our daily lives, but more closely to our Etsy journey and our Etsy shop, there's going to be days, weeks, months, maybe even years that it's not turning out exactly the way we want it to. But it's not so much about what happened to us or what's not going well, it's what we do with that. And I think that this quote hit for me during this time because in the first year of truly trying to focus on my Etsy shop, where I had started getting some sales, I definitely was falling. I definitely wasn't doing the right things that I needed to do. I needed to fall. I needed to make those mistakes because I then learned what else I should do. I got up. I didn't give up. I kept moving forward. And instead of throwing myself a kind of like pity party of like, oh, poor me, it's not working for me, this is just me, it's not anyone else, or just looking for other things to blame it on, I could have just given up and just decided, no, whatever, this isn't working. But no, I got back up. It was definitely with Shauna's help, and I wouldn't be where I am right now with my shop if it wasn't for her. Do I always wish that it was more? Yes, but I can take responsibility for myself and know that I don't put in the time that Shauna did her first 2-3 years to make her Etsy shop what it is now and what it has been these last few years. Shauna lived, ate, and breathed Etsy. Other than being a teacher and going to school, that's all she did. I didn't do that. So I know that my shop, and I've known that for years, that my shop is not going to build as fast as it did with her. But I was okay with that. Balance is something that's very important for me, so I have been okay with that. But I am so happy that I kept going. I'm so happy that I got up when I was doing all of the wrong things in my Etsy shop and it wasn't going anywhere. I love saying that statement. I thought I was going somewhere and I was actually going nowhere fast. But instead of giving up, I just moved forward. What can I do differently now? What can I change? And so for me, it's a reminder of, it's not about like what happens to us. It's not about those falls. It's about what we do with them. It's about making sure that we get back up and that we push forward. It means a lot in this community that we've built, and so many of you that have commented and have been just so supportive throughout all of this. And I love reading your comments and seeing that you guys actually struggle with the exact same things. I was starting to think that, before we started all of this, that it was just us, that it was just me having these doubts. And God, reading so many comments from all over the world that, man, we really have the same thoughts. We really struggle a lot of times with very similar or so much of the same things. And it has meant so much also to see the vulnerability that some of you guys have had with us to share what you may be going through, what's been going on in your life, which causes some of those negative thoughts to come in. I just want to say that we read all of your comments. We truly appreciate what you guys share with us. And I think it's something very special to build this kind of community. It's not just about what can come from this, but it's actually building these connections. And in a time where fourth quarter can be stressful, life can be stressful, the holidays can be stressful, maybe it could be a little bit sad for us depending on what we have in our lives, maybe missing loved ones, or just any struggles that we may be going through. Remembering that it's not about trying to never make a mistake or to never fall. It's about what we do with that and having each other to connect and be able to share in that. I think is pretty big. I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you because there's just something so special to not feel alone in this kind of journey. So let's keep moving forward in this amazing Etsy journey. And now we have some amazing and exciting news that's going on within this print-on-demand community. I hope that everybody's doing amazing during this fourth quarter, or at least is seeing growth, even if it's not exactly where you would have liked it to be. I hope this fourth quarter is bringing you many cha-chings, and if not, at least many opportunities for growth. I would really appreciate if you guys could share in the comments below as well a time that you fell and what did you do to get back up. I would love to share in some of these moments, and for me it was definitely at the beginning of my Etsy journey, but I would love to hear from you. And it doesn't even need to be connected to your Etsy journey or your Etsy shop if that's not the first thing that comes to your mind, but I would love to just be able to once again connect with each other. And if you feel comfortable, please share in the comment section a time where you fell and what did you do to get yourself back up. It's those moments. I'm sorry. He's wanting a little bit of attention and he keeps crying. So sorry. We've reached the end. A lot of exciting news, a lot of exciting things coming forward, and we are continuing to push forward in our journeys. I'm really excited about this merger and what this could mean for our Etsy shops. Am I a little nervous? Yeah, I'm a little nervous because it'll be interesting to see once they officially merge, like how the platforms look and is it going to change. So there's things that I like about both, and so it'll be really interesting to see. But it seems like this is going to be something really exciting. Maybe there might be a little curve of needing to work on some of this and learn some of this once it goes through and we know exactly what's going to happen. Again, it's still so much in the air that we don't know, so I'm just excited to see what comes out. I hope that all of you guys are having a wonderful fourth quarter and that you guys are enjoying the holiday season if you celebrate. Thank you guys for joining me, and until next time, bye guys. There's Bully. Hi, Bully.